What is going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be walking you through multiple niches on how virtual tours are actually able to elevate their business and get more leads. That's what everybody wants in 2024. It's not more followers, it's not more impressions. They want new and more clients. And I think a lot of people, when they're doing a lot of marketing initiatives, etc., they really don't focus on the clients, especially the person who's doing the marketing. They think a lot of impressions is going to, really jazz the client up, a lot of followers, a lot of all these other bland KPI metrics. But at the end of the day, what really matters is conversions and new clients. So really what I want to do is show you how if you're an automotive dealership, if you're in commercial real estate, residential real estate, hospitality, restaurants, gyms, healthcare, all those niches, how you're actually able to get more leads from using virtual tours. And I actually want to show you some of our best work that we've actually done with a lot of different niches in the local Philadelphia area where I'm from, and pretty much the entire world, as you will see. So strap in, going to be a really exciting video, and let's get started. None other than McLaren, Philadelphia, one of my favorite tours that we shot way back when. So what I'm going to do is actually go through how people are actually able to get, specifically McLaren, Philadelphia, more leads. And really using this Matterport tour, guys, we're actually able to put clicks to this tour. So if someone was to check out the inventory for this McLaren website, they're able to check out all the different cars. For whatever reason, they don't have any Siennas right now, which is great. I'm sure they're selling out of them, being a very popular car. But you can also check out, they have the 570 GT, they have the 570S, another 570S. So really a lot of awesome different models and makes to McLaren. So really the tagging feature is one of the most powerful things that a lot of virtual tours have, as well as lead forms. And what you can actually do is on these virtual tours, click into the lead form, fill out your information, and that's going to go directly to the salesperson who will then be giving that customer a potential call or text or email. They'll be able to take the ball and run with it, which is really, really cool. All right. So this is one of the best examples, guys, of how people are actually able to get more leads from dealerships. It's really simple. You don't really need much when you're dealing with these luxury cars. You really don't. It's simple as putting tags on these cars. Hey, I'm interested in this particular model, clicking into it, going to that website, and then making a purchase. Right now, you may be not making that purchase right then and there. I'm sure we don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars just lying around. The majority of us don't. But if you're interested in getting a luxury car, put a deposit on file, you schedule a test drive, all that stuff. But really what you're doing is you're immediately getting the information you need, and you're talking to that salesperson who's ultimately going to be helping you with that purchase, which is really, really cool, right? Awesome. Let's move forward with the next niche, which is going to be commercial real estate. Now, guys, this is mandatory. This is actually a really interesting and unique company based in Colorado. As you can see here, beautiful mountains. It's spring in Philadelphia if you're watching this, but you can check this out. And this is beautiful stuff. I mean, I wish I could spend a couple winters here myself. But guys, really with commercial real estate, it's one of these things where you got to have aerial views in your 360 virtual tours. And I want to go through a couple other things as well, but look at how dynamic these shots are, right? You're getting quality shots showcasing the exact property. The one thing I would recommend with commercial real estate is you need to make sure you're taking these 360 aerial panos, because if you're not, you're missing out on so much perspective of what the actual property is. With residential, it might not need it. Maybe it's a townhouse that's connected to a bunch of other townhouses, and you might not need aerial views. But really for commercial real estate, guys, I would recommend it 100% of the time, if I'm being honest. It's one of these things that's going to be a huge boom. It's going to showcase people exactly what the property is, the amount of acreage, the amount of size. And furthermore, it's really a very dynamic shot. As you can see here, it's really going into a lot of cool things that people can check out. On top of this, what I really like about this particular software on Cloud Pano for commercial real estate is you can check out a logo here. There's the lead form, which I talked about. So if I'm interested in getting more information, I love this 360 tour, I want to get more info. And then what you do is you hit submit, and then boom, this contact information is now actually going to Mandatory. I should tell them that it was a test, so they might be contacting me later. But other than that, the really cool thing is you can share it to social media, you can email it, you can also put it on your website as well. The other cool thing too, guys, is there's actually a live chat feature, which I've talked about in the past, but as you can see here, it's literally joining a meeting with a potential sales rep right then and there. This is one of the best features in 2024 for virtual tours. Doesn't matter what niche you're in, it's really dynamic that people are able to hop on this. They could join the call. If I'm going to do this here, it's like Inception right now. I can draw on this thing too if I want to take controls, share my screen, and I can draw on certain things. I can highlight certain things. Really, really cool feature. I highly would recommend this live chat feature. It's really great if I'm being honest. So for commercial real estate, this is how virtual tours are able to actually get you guys more leads at the end of the day. Whether you're a sales broker, whether you're a whole broker for specific real estate team in a specific area, photos, videos, interior virtual tours are really just the must. Like that's kind of default what you need. But to really get more calls and clicks, what I would recommend from what a lot of people just aren't doing is taking these aerial virtual tours and showcasing it to a lot of people. Again, commercial real estate investors, I'm not in commercial real estate myself, but I've marketed a lot of commercial real estate. And these investors, these potential tenants, they want to see the entire property. They don't want to just see the interior. They want to see the exterior. What's around it? Is this a good economy in this local area? Is it going to be something that people are going to go to? Is there a lot of foot traffic? There's all these different intangibles. So you want to make sure that you're getting all of this data. And one way to get a lot of this data is by showcasing the aerial views. I think a lot of people that don't do these aerial views is because the surrounding area just isn't that good. It's not, it's kind of crappy looking. Maybe it's not that developed, and this commercial property is the only thing that's developed, which again, it's one of those things where you kind of hit or miss. I mean, from an investment standpoint, that might be a good move, but some people might get turned off by that. But some people also might like the fact that you're showcasing the entire area, and you're being transparent and honest with them. So it kind of goes both ways, right? So this is commercial real estate. Let's move on to residential real estate, guys. So this is a really, really interesting feature, which you can check out right here. This is a neighborhood in Pennsylvania. And one of the really cool things too is you're actually able to put all these different tags in here, right? You could also add music to really elevate, the ambiance and kind of the whole environment really that you're going through. The other cool thing is, like I mentioned, you can also enter this form, which again, it's not just for commercial real estate. You could also do it for residential. If you're selling this property, put in a quick message here and boom. It's a really, really interesting thing. So this is residential real estate. I kind of already talked on a lot of this stuff with commercial real estate, so I'm not going to go into residential too much. Pretty much the same process. I like to photograph a lot of stuff in regards to the land, not just the property. I think just doing an interior virtual tour is really outdated. You need to take exterior shots, aerial shots. That's kind of what you need really in 2024 from what I've seen to get more leads and ultimately to get more people to actually check your stuff out. So let's move on. Now, guys, we're going to be talking about really one of the biggest gyms we've ever photographed is this one gym in New Jersey. So, guys, really quickly, the nice thing about these aerial perspectives is you have all these different tags that you can go to. It makes it super, really, the navigation is very easy. You can check out all the stuff that they have in a very simple, easy manner. There's other drone shots as well. And then you have this banner here, guys, too, which you can actually check out and see all the different perspectives, all the different aerial views. You can go to this pinnacle view, which really you can see everything. We actually took this aerial shot at around, I think it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm actually really surprised we have this level of brightness. My editors did a great job here, but you can see the entire property. And again, this is kind of, it is commercial real estate at the end of the day. This is a gym in itself. And then there's the field house here, which if I go back into it and go to the turf, you can see there's weights. This is actually from an ex-NFL player, so you can see the football, the yardage. You can see there's a turf here, not just for football, but maybe they want to play soccer or something else. So they have the ability to do that, which is really cool. And then there's a TRX studio. People that want to get their TRX on, they can totally do that as well. Martial arts. I'll definitely be in this room, me being a big lover of martial arts. So you have this cool stuff here, which is really nice. cycling studio, which is really cool. You can check out all the dynamic shots that we have here. So, guys, I guess what I'm getting at is in regards to health and fitness, just being able to have all of these shots in one particular tour with an aerial view, with a lead form and music and all these things, really branding it very nicely. Again, it's not just going to go on the website and Google My Business, but you can add this to a newsletter on MailChimp. You can add this to, I don't know, maybe a text thread that you put out from maybe Square text messaging or some other CRM that you use, whatever the case is, to send outbound text messages to people that have subscribed to you, i.e. past clients or members. It would be really cool to essentially say, hey, here's this new virtual tour we did. Go and actually, share it with friends and family. And this way, you guys can actually get more exposure just from this. And it's something that you don't really even need to host a webinar and have people, come in. I mean, you can have in-person tours, obviously, but those people that come in person that are new, they should already know about the place. It really should just be, hey, sit down, sign this contract, and boom, you're a member. That really is what it should be, in my opinion. Not necessarily, I'm going here for the first time and I'm checking it out. You know what I mean? You want to have people check your stuff out first, have a good understanding of who you are, what you do, how you do it, and then you can go and make a more informed decision in person. So gyms is, one of in my opinion, one of my favorite niches to work with, simply because you got really cool aerial perspectives like this. And what can I say? This is tremendous stuff. So yeah, we're really happy with how this came out. Moving on, let's go to healthcare, guys. So this is a property. I know I talked about virtual tours all over the world. We're based in Philadelphia, but we've actually done virtual tours across the entire country. As you can see, guys, this virtual tour that we did is actually, in Assen, as you can see right here. It's a country based in Europe. So essentially, what we're doing with this tour, this company, is actually as you can see, bioanalytical laboratory. So there's a lot of different testing pieces of equipment, all these different things. As you can see, there's so many different tags that showcase really the entire area of what this has to offer, which is really, really neat. So as you can see, you can check out the different equipment, the different systems, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Again, it's pretty much the same process, guys, is lead form, really dynamic shot, nice dollhouse perspective. I know we don't have an aerial shot. We actually weren't able to get the ability and access to do that. We weren't able to get clearance, rather. But this is the next best thing. You don't have the surrounding area, but you still have an aerial perspective with the dollhouse, which is really nice, right? So this is one of the best things in regards to healthcare is you got a lot of tags that you can show off, multiple different pieces of equipment. You have music, you have the forms, you have the dollhouse, and you can also toggle this by the number of floors as well. And then you can put in certain notes. However you guys want to do these tours, you can, not one tour is the same. It's a whole different, which I really, really like, because we're all different people. We all care about different things, and that's what makes the human race beautiful, in my opinion. So let's move on. So next we have one of my universities that we've ever shot. This is actually just based out of Los Angeles. And again, another fantastic aerial perspective, as you guys can see right here. Incredible stuff. We were actually able to take all these different areas, the pool, the walls, amphitheater, pavilions, all these different things, towers, etc., and really make custom icons from it, so people can check out. And it kind of pops up, right? It really pops up in your face, so you can, stay engaged with these tours as time goes on. And then you can see this isn't necessarily downtown LA. I think LA is more so right over there, but you get my point. Again, the thing that's cool is we can brand it with lead forms, guys. It's really, really cool. There's music. It's pretty much the same thing as what we've talked about before, but just to show you guys all the different niches that we've done and all the different ways that you can get more leads in your certain niche. I think a lot of people nowadays are like, oh, virtual tours are only good for real estate and commercial real estate. And it's like, that's residential real estate and commercial real estate. And that's not necessarily true. That's where they started. That's where they originated. But you can use it for any type of niche. Like I said, healthcare, event center, it doesn't really matter. So it's one of these things where you always want to keep an open mind and an open creative mind to see exactly how you can take things that are good for other niches and apply them to different ones to actually get some benefits from that as well. So Really cool tour here. This is one of my favorites that we've ever done. I mean, just look at the sky, look at the mountains. It's beautiful. I don't want to harp on my our work too much, but this is one of my favorites for sure. Let's move on. So, guys, now we're going to talk about restaurants and bars. So, this Tir na Nog is actually one of the best, if not the best, Irish bar in Philadelphia. So, as you can see here, what we did with Tier was pretty much what we do with a lot of these types of different clients is we add their logo, we add a lead form, we add a live chat feature so people that want to book private events can talk to a particular person right here. And then they can actually go while they're on the live chat to this area right here. And the person who's doing the live chat can essentially say, hey, like this is exactly what it's going to look like. You have different, perspectives here. We can have, more tables, or you can have more of these just places where people are standing. This is where the catering food is going to be, all this stuff, which is really, really neat. And then like you just saw there, there's the website. There's a link for a menu and next steps, really cool stuff. Got the Irish flag there. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, this is one of my favorite tours that we've done for a reason. I mean, it's just the old wood, what is this? This is baseball, but they're a big, what are they? Rugby and cricket bar, huge soccer bar as well. So it's really awesome stuff. I mean, I love this bar actually. It's pretty much hits home. So yeah, this is one of the best things. I mean, for restaurants and bars and everything in between, I would certainly use virtual tours for sure. So let's continue to move on here. Now we're going to go, guys, into hospitality and events. So as you can see, this is a area, which is actually in Philadelphia. This is the 30th Street Station. If you want to take a train to Baltimore, New York City, Boston, this is where you do it, Washington, D.C. And you can check out the lounge area, the bar area, kind of what we just talked about with Tir na Nog. But again, it's the same thing over and over. Is you have all these different awesome pieces of art. You have really an incredible dining experience right here. I mean, look at this. I mean, look how cool this is. Let me go back to the previous shot. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, this is gorgeous. The 30th Street Station right here. You have people working outside. There's a trail. People can jog. You have the river here. It's awesome stuff. I mean, I love this store. So from a hospitality perspective, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, people who have huge event spaces and event centers and all these things, a video sometimes just doesn't cut it. I mean, really, these virtual tours are here for a reason. So you're actually able to take a more in-depth tour. So you're not stuck with just hitting play and seeing what the video just captured, because sometimes a video doesn't show the entire space. I'm sure there's things that are left out. And what's the thing about the video? You press the video, and watching a video, there's just one way of seeing something, right? There's one way of seeing something from the artist or the editor or the videographer that put this together. With a virtual tour, there's a billion ways to check out this particular property. Some people are going to care about the movie theater, right? Let's go in here. Some people are going to care more about the bar area, the dining area, the ambiance, the outside area. People care about all these different kind of things. It all goes back to just us being different human beings at the end of the day, right? You got Rocky playing here. So again, virtual tours are just so much more dynamic than videos. And I keep saying this over and over because it's so true. This is one of my favorite places too. This is a really luxury co-working space, club in the city. It's fantastic. I mean, look at the bar area here. It's unbelievable. So check this out. Hospitality, event centers, all this stuff. And last but not least, we are going to be talking about healthcare and hospitals. So again, I'm sticking with the aerial stuff here because it's our bread and butter. But as you guys can see, this is a VA hospital actually in West Palm Beach. And as you can see, there's a lot of really unique things here. You can check out different perspectives. There's a chapel, which you can take a look at. You can enter in, which is really nice. People can pray here, which is good. There's a store, there's outpatient, there's oncology, there's an atrium, there's all these different kind of things, guys. So it's one of these things where these virtual tours, again, are great for hospitals because, in my opinion, I think hospitals don't necessarily get the credit they deserve in the level of care, just the sheer dedication, how much scheduling and time and management goes into actually running a hospital. And I think that these tours do a great job at showcasing all the different areas that a hospital has, all the different people, all the awesome men and women who go into just creating a fantastic environment for patients and making them feel better, right? So this is really, really cool stuff. Like I said, this was shot in Florida. And I mean, what can you say here? I mean, these are really, really cool perspectives. I just can't get enough of these aerial views. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful stuff here. So, guys, with that being said, I know I've kind of touched on every single niche there is in the world, but if I missed one, drop it in the comments below. But I want to hear from you. What is your niche that you're in right now? And have you gotten a virtual tour yet for your business? And if you have, how is it working? Leave that in the comments below. And if you haven't, why not? And is this something you're possibly considering? Momentum 360, we service the entire country and 10 slash 50, I want to say pretty much 10 other countries outside of the United States. So we can obviously help you get a professional 360 tour to your website, to your Google business page, social media, all that stuff. But guys, I wanted to show you some of our best work. I hope you liked it. Again, comment below. I want to hear from you. What was your favorite tour that I showed you? Do you have a business? Have you used virtual tours for it? Do you have a business and you don't have a virtual tour? What's your kind of philosophy with that? Do you have a video? Do you have photos, but you don't have a tour? You don't want to get a tour done? I want to hear about that too. I want to just talk about it. Let's have this conversation in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to showcase our work. It's really prideful of me, and I honestly just really like showing off what we've done and all the clients we've been able to help over the years. So thank you so much. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I will be talking to you guys very, very soon.